Welcome everybody back to the Hard Johnson. We join Robbie Knight. He'll be here all for the rest of the show and from every other show on. He's my co-host. And like I said, I do not lie when I say things. To keep that, I'm a lot of things, but a liar isn't one of them. And I'd like to welcome my first guest to the Hard Johnson. He is future talent in this business. He impressed me a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Cage. How you doing, Cage? How you doing? Nice to see you.
I'm good. I'm nice. What's up? I'm nice. What's it? Oh, it's good to sit down. You see?
Welcome aboard, Cage. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Tony Johnson.
Here at the Hard Johnson, we do not have beer. Everybody has a beer here on the Hard Johnson. Everybody does.
Cage loves beer.
So,
Cage loves beer?
Cage, you know what?
Beer.
Toast it to the Hard Johnson.
Oh, there we go.
First show,
Right,
Cage.
thank you.
What a
First show.
Now, Cage,
Beautiful.
let me ask you a couple questions, if you don't mind. I'm going to get right down to it, because I asked the hard-hitting questions.
Okay.
I'm going to bring you right in to the Werner, remember.
I remember this.
You returned, and you took on Angel Dust. Originally, you were supposed to take on Arthur Adams.
My cousin.
Yeah.
That didn't happen, ladies and gentlemen. For all you that don't know, Arthur Adams suffered an injury.
Yeah, you're a punk.
He suffered an injury, and apparently he couldn't fight. So what he did was, he went out, and he got Angel Dust to fight him.
We're going to see that in a minute here, right?
We will catch that in a minute. Cage right here, he's calling out Angel Dust for all you that didn't want to remember. And if you did it, you're a piece of garbage, and you should have.
You really should have.
You missed Rob Knight.
Anyway, now, what I hear is, Arthur Adams will finally be cleared to wrestle on March 29th, 2008 at Hardcore Heaven.
I just got the good news yesterday.
Now, we here at the MVW, now everybody does it, but for all you that don't know, Tony Johnson, he's got the inside. He's got the inside word. He hears everything before everything happens. Okay?
What you got in store for us?
Now, what I heard was that the MVW officers approved a match between you and Arthur Adams in November at Hardcore Heaven.
Yeah, we
Sorry.
already went through.
Yes.
Tony Johnson.
Hey, listen, I had a couple Miller Lights.
Give him a break.
I had a couple Miller Lights, folks.
Hey, man, give me a break.
It's the first
all right?
show. It's the
I gotta get a little loose.
All right.
I gotta get a little
This
loose.
is the first show.
I'm still getting used to life in America, all right? It's hard.
Welcome to America.
Welcome to America.
Anyway, what I hear, it is the last man standing match. What are your thoughts on that, Cage?
I better be the last man standing.
That's always a good answer, I guess. You're
What do you got in store for your cousin?
Well, I don't want to divulge too much.
You don't want to give away your game plan. Oh, look, there's your cousin right now.
Hey, speaking of dumb, that's our time.
Uh,
You know what? Arthur Adams is not on this show tonight.
no,
You
it's
are.
not, I am.
Now, you don't want to give too much away. That's no problem. Well, I guess you'll have to tune in March 29th.
He's,
Tony, we're
he's in
talking-
for hurting.
Tony Johnson, we're talking about living in Detroit now. Why don't you tell us
How are your thoughts? You're living in America now.
your adaptation from being Canadian life, now you're in America. What do you think?
Definitely a lot warmer. And
Man, a few words.
I gotta tell you, this guy, you're one of the worst guests I've ever had. First guest I've worked with. We're supposed to have a great show here.
I'm working on it. You know, what I don't get is, I try to have breakfast. Try to go for breakfast. I order bacon, and they give me these like strips of like pig flesh. What do you guys call it? Is that what bacon? I call it bacon. You call it ham.
Bacon.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Are you
Yeah.
downing America?
I'm not down. Look, no.
it's like a third world country with this guy.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, come from Canada. His bacon is different from ours.
Talk about healthcare for you.
I got myself hurt. Sprained my ankle at work.
You work now.
I have to. In the off season. What do you do?
Where do you work? You want to elaborate?
Well, I work.
Construction, or what do you do?
Well, if you couldn't tell by the
That's why I point out.
by the clothes that I'm wearing, Rob Knight is I'm into construction now.
Ladies and
That's what I
gentlemen,
figured.
I think we should just change the name of the show to the Rob Morales Show.
Hey,
I mean, Jesus Christ. I asked the question here, Rob. All right? You want to be the first guy booted off the Tony Johnson Show?
look, oh.
You got hurt. Okay? Now I hear the health care is different. Is this what you're trying to get at?
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going. I went to go in there, and they asked me, do you have insurance? And, aren't you guys supposed to take care of that? They looked at me like I was some kind of freak. And my ankle's still sprained. I got a nice tight boot around it, trying to just work on it. Got to tough things out. Especially if I have to get ready for this last man standing match come March.
That's damn true. That's damn true. Now, I don't want to get off topic, Cage. You're the first guest here. I'd like to stay on topic, but let me ask you guys a question. This past Sunday.
That's for both of us?
This past Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, MVW got hit with the saddest bit of news that I've ever seen, that I've ever heard.
I know where you're going with this.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about. On Sunday, what was that, December, 7th?
I think so.
December 7th, 2007, MVW announced the official retirement of Tone Bone. Walked away from the business at the peak of his career. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you saw November to Remember, but Tony Johnson was a victim of circumstance. Now, granted, Patty Greatness was the better guy on that day. I do give credit where credit is due. But for a man of Tone Bone's stature to come out there and put it all on the line and get the reception that he got made me sick.
I mean, some of the boos were downright malicious.
Very.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if they had the pleasure of seeing it, but it was disgusting.
Should've.
And I don't know, can we get some footage of that? We will get some footage of that and we'll show you right now. We're going to take a look at just his entrance, just so you can hear the disgusting display of booze.
I still love you, Tony! Boo! That is such a sign of disrespect to my
That's disgusting.
It was horrible.
That was disgusting. Ladies and gentlemen.
For.
You know what? I've been in the ring with the guy a lot of times. I fought him, in a series of matches earlier this year. I gotta say, the guy busted his ass. I'm not so sure. I mean, I'm not his biggest fan. I'm not so sure if he deserved that. You know what I mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Knight says it must be true.
I mean,
Rob Knight knows.
I know.
He's Rob Knight.
I know. I'm Rob Knight.
Now, Cage, back to you. I didn't mean to take it off topic, but that thing about Tone Bone had to be mentioned.
That stunned the MVW world.
That really, it put the MVW world in a state of shock, and it stood still for a day.
I'm still
Very
shocked.
surprised.
You know who's been outspoken about that whole thing? Ken Crofton.
Yes, Ken Crofton has been saying a lot about it, but Ken Crofton has a hell of a lot of respect for Tone Bone. Now, granted, at the end of the day, Tone Bone took Ken Crofton out, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's all about respect.
Tell you what, I'm not a big fan of Ken Crofton.
What's the story on Ken Crofton? I haven't seen him around
Well,
for a long time.
I don't know if anybody, I don't know if you read the
Hold on.
last page.
Good riddance. We don't need Ken Crofton around. I mean, let's be serious here.
I'm talking to Ken.
Guys like him
Rob.
get in the way of guys like me.
Does he get excited like
Be
this all the
serious.
time?
No,
There he goes
it's
again,
the
folks.
truth.
There he
It's
goes
the truth.
again.
Guys like him get in the way of guys like Rob Knight. Always stealing the spotlight. Can't get on the spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
Cage,
Go
I
ahead.
have no idea.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
Cage, it's been a pleasure having you on the Hard Johnson. I'm sad to see you go, but I love to watch you leave.
I get that a lot, Mr. Johnson.
You take
Wanna
it
make
easy.
this with me?
You take that, you enjoy that bud
All right.
of Miller, and you have a great night. Ladies and gentlemen, watch out, get out of the way of the camera. Take it easy. Ladies and gentlemen, when we return, we will close the show the way the show should be closed. We'll be right back.